Hi, everyone.
World according to Bob.
Welcome to the Other World According to Bob. Other World According to Bob.
Sorry.
This is my show. I am Bob. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, well then, welcome back. Um. So I hope you enjoyed the book review and maybe the Quantum Leap video I haven't done yet. But needless to say, it will be done by the time you see this. I hope it wasn't horrible. Um, it's going to be on that one where Ben's in the um mental asylum. I'm really looking forward to that. Not. Anyway, let's get to the books. The comic books that we sometimes review on this show. My old viewers will all recall two things. Thing one, that I thought that I used to do comic books on the rag, and it used to be what this channel was comprised of. And thing two, that I said that I would review The Flash. I I got to the storyline, the 1 minute war. I cheated. I hopped over some stuff, but needless to say, this storyline is not my book of the week. Doesn't even come close, and I believe I can tell you what happens. Post in the comments if I'm correct, because this storyline's been over for months now. But um, feel free to post in the comments if I am correct. This Barry, the Barry, I don't know if you can see that. That's Barry Allen, and that's supposed to be um Iris and him when he's young, I think. But needless to say, these people are picking speedsters from points in time. That's what I think's happening. And this poor Barry got his Iris killed before before she asked him to marry her. And the book picks up where Bart and Wallace are fighting. And Jay is remembering old friends. He went out for a drink. Just as the bartender pours the drink, time freezes. And what clinched this for me, though, this theory, is Jesse Quick is Jesse Quick again, and not Liberty Bell. To my knowledge, she's still Liberty Bell. So, And it's weird that she didn't show up in another book I have here this week. But needless to say, Liberty Bell and her husband are fighting evil as well. And these people put down like a giant spaceship, or like it looked like a dauber, like you use from bingo. Planted a crater in the middle of, and what I can't get past, and why I think that they're picking out people from points in time, is Iris. That Barry's Iris dies, and Iris is the main character. She's not what she used to be. You know, she's not just, oh, this is Jane, but Jane from Tarzan in a different outfit. Yeah. Let me know if I'm right. Let me know if they are they are picking, or if it's something else. If the source wall is broken open again, or if they're gonna have the two parts meet, or if they're gonna have, I don't know, some other thing happen where it ties in with the the JSA here. This was my book of the week if I did book of the weeks, which, but needless to say, it would have been my book of the week. It was pretty close though with an with another one of my books, but um it was weird that Liberty Bell wasn't in this one. Liberty Bell wasn't in number 2 or number 1 as well. But I'm sorry, I forgot to give a score to the Flash. Okay. Okay. I have to give a score or else, okay, because I think the ending is obvious, and it feels like a story that they're just tacking on to till they get to 800. I'd give it a 3, and I'm being generous. I'd give it a 4. What would make it a better issue is if they had Elongated Man in it. I mean, right away, right from the get go. If they just told you that's where Ralph Denby's been this whole entire time. You know, that's always been a pet theory of mine. The Elongated Man is not dead. He did not die in 52. He is in the Speed Force. It shows him at the end of 52. Either that or he has some connection with the Flash. Um, let's see. Back to the good book. The Justice Society, I think, is going to be a Rip Hunter vehicle because this inc- incorporates this incorporates the time stealer known as Dagon or Prodegaton, not Dagon, not the guy with the fish head, not with the thing on his head. Prodegaton, the time traveling Nazi, and I think, and they keep pointing out that she has the snow globe from Earth 2 Bruce's Batcave too, which means Earth 2 had their own individual flashpoint. I don't really want to spoil this one like I did The Flash because it was a better book, and like I said, Liberty Bell's not in this one, but you do see most of the characters on the cover. Um, I really enjoyed it. The art's okay, not great, but it's serviceable. It's mainly about the story in this one. I mean, you know how uncomfortable I am reviewing the art because I can't draw myself, and you shouldn't criticize something. But this right here, trying to make us think the Justice Society is gonna die in their second issue. Come on, guys. Come on. You honestly think that we believe it's going to be the death of the Justice Society? We're smart enough to figure out the Flashpoint thing, but we're not smart enough to know. I mean, Jay and Alan alone need to survive because Jay and Alan are the two most popular characters on Earth too. It's been that way for nigh on 30 years now. Um, let's see. Mom, what did you think of Justice Society? Let me know if you remember any parts of it. Or was it just a book that I enjoyed because I'm a huge comic book nerd and, you know, it is what it is. I enjoyed that they brought in Sergeant Rock in the
That's
Nativity,
how he became Sergeant Rock, I believe.
and they also brought in Sergeant Rock at his end, too. Not just not just Sergeant Rock at the beginning, because
Yeah, and then it goes here to where
Predagaton says something to the point where I would help out Sergeant Rock, but I no longer serve Mein Fuhrer, which means he's not affiliated with. He's not just a Nazi anymore. He feels he's yeah. But I'd be surprised if they didn't incorporate Rip Hunter in some way, because the guy that is picking a fight with the Justice Society, like I told the folks at home, is a Rip Hunter villain.
Oh.
He is not the only Rip Hunter villain to show up.
Huntress.
Huntress isn't a Rip Hunter villain.
No.
But you liked Huntress, though. Is that what you're saying?
Noticed her there. Okay. Yeah, I serve only myself now.
Yeah.
I've outgrown the desire for such silly things. I serve only myself.
Yeah.
Now.
He says that he's no longer. He feels that he's above it, but yeah, he still wants to kill the Justice Society, and it's like, come on. You know Rip's gonna walk in at. I'm expecting him to walk in at any point, because Dan Jurgis. I think Dan Jurgis is behind that, or Jeff Johns, one of the gentlemen that worked on Booster Gold.
Yeah, and he threatened them. Yeah. It's good to see you all in your prime again.
Yeah.
Which means there's going to be a fight
between the Justice Society and Huntress is going to get zapped away right in the middle.
Oh.
Right in the middle of it. That's my prediction. Because, like I said, they can't kill Alan. They can't kill Jay. They're the most popular characters on Earth, too. Mom, give me a segue for...
What do you mean, segue?
Give me a segue.
Icon?
Segue to Icon versus Hardware.
I can't segue from Justice to that one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Vandal Savage is in this, too.
Yes.
He is also a Rip Hunter Booster Gold villain.
But Icon didn't show up in JSA.
No. Icon's not going to.
Right, but you were talking about...
But... Rip Hunter fought... I don't... I think this is the same Vandal Savage, but it's in a world where the two worlds haven't collided yet, so in theory, he hasn't met Booster Gold, or maybe it's the Donald Faison Booster Gold.
They.
Who knows? Again, leave in the comments if you think this is taking place in the TV show reality, not normal DCU continuity. Who will they have him meet? Will it be, or will we finally see an appearance of Rip Hunter's son, Jonas, from the TV show? That kid doesn't get enough play. They came up with, Booster Gold has a grandchild, and they never mention him again.
I don't even remember him.
Well, Mom.
Booster Gold has a grandchild.
Booster Gold has a grandchild, and Rip Hunter doesn't want Vandal Savage to kill
the grandchild?
The grandchild or the mother.
That would make sense.
And that's the whole plot of season 1. You can see what I thought of that in my overview of Legends of Tomorrow. I talk about it in the series, Will DC Bring Back the Hunter? You can watch that here on The Other World According to Bob. Shameless plug. I like how they tied the two stories together. Back to this. How they tied together the two stories in this book, that Rocket and I and and Hardware both. It might Rocket and one of the full-grown men both interact with this version of Vandal Savage. I think that's really cool. I like when stories do that. They tie together the two stories and make it like, oh. And it didn't make it feel like this story was for the trade either. It
So
just,
that's the truth.
it just made it feel like, um, it just made it feel like that that it was a big story, that it was necessary for this book to happen. And it didn't depend on reading the milestone 30th anniversary, which we'll get to eventually. I didn't give the Justice Society book a score, did I, Mom?
I wasn't. I was out in the yard out there. I didn't hear.
I believe that gets 4. Wasn't a perfect book because
Anything's a perfect book.
there have been perfect books. Yes, there have been books that I consider. What, like, for example, I didn't review it on the channel because it came out years before. But Bart's run. The reason I carry on about Bart being the Flash is because Bart's run as the Flash was just perfect. If they could produce that again, I'd be happy. But yeah, there have been perfect books.
All right, I'll take that back.
Doesn't happen very often, but there are.
I know. Who's that? Come here.
5 out of 5 material. Unfortunately, what I feel stops those two books from Icon and Hardware and the Justice Society is both the both of those books are just getting off the ground. They're not they're not learning to they're not learning to run yet. They're just at the monkey stage of the evolution. They aren't full-fledged men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Justice Society book, I'd give a 4, and the Icon Hardware, I'd give a 3. Yeah, that's my 3 books for the week. Any further thoughts, Mom?
Nope. I don't remember which one was my favorite. I'm sorry. But I would agree with you on the Icon. It was okay, but
It wasn't perfect.
yeah. I just don't remember
I
the
mean, I
plot.
can't remember which one of the men, I'm gonna look now, which one of the men actually interacted with Vandal Savage. I guess it's Hardware because he's doing the time traveling, but yeah, it's Hardware. But if they could have made it stand out more,
You would have liked
I
that.
would have given it a higher score. And the Justice Society book, I'm not sure if I like it because I'm a nerd, or it was actually good because could you show it to an average person? That's my question. Or is this just something you're making for the fans you already have? I mean, both of them don't suffer from the same problem as the Flash, where it's predictable. Because I really do think I know where they're going with the Flash, and that's not good either. That if you write a story, you shouldn't you always leave the reader guessing.
A little bit of mystery.
Yeah, a little bit of mystery. So that's my thoughts on how you can improve next time. I've been Bob. This has been The Other World According to Bob. Bob out. Unless I think anything else. Special ending for this. Also, I did forget something. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. I want to know. I'd like to hear what you have to say. I know I stole that from coming on, but honest, I would.